always, I'm saying good morning to everyone, Woo! He has brought us through Monday. He has brought us through Tuesday. And here we are at Wednesday. Good morning, Wamika. Good morning. Another day, another day's journey. And I'm glad about it. Ooh. There is no greater love than the love from the God we serve. I know somebody else can feel me with that song, with that message. There is no greater love than the love from the God we serve. So when that song came to my mind, I began to just think about all that he has brought me through. And I know there are some other witnesses out there that can say that he has really brought you through some things. And the way that he works, good morning again, Otis, good morning, is when we least expect it, is when he really shows up and he shows out in our lives. And he reminds us just who he is. And I'm so thankful for that, because many times, and we talked about this before, we get distracted. The enemy starts whispering in our ears. Our problems start seeming to be so big that we wonder if we will ever overcome them. But my God. So today, we will be talking about Who Wednesday. And we know that who refers to a person or persons. It can also refer to the character, origin, position, or importance of a person. So who? Who loves us unconditionally? Who knows everything about us, but still loves us, still cares for us, still shows grace and mercy, and provides new opportunities? Good morning, my Ruby. Who does that? So as I began to really just start meditating and reflecting on this word, because I'm going to be honest with you all, there were a lot of words and a lot of things going on for me on today, and I just said, Lord, have your way on this day. So who? When I was a child, my strength, my comfort, my healing, my trust, my faith were in my mama and my papa bear as a child. Have a rough day at school and knew that when I came home, even if I didn't say anything at all, they would discern when I got off the bus, and by the time I made it into the house, they were already prepared. God had already been speaking to them. They had picked up on the signals from my movement, and they were there to provide that comfort, that source, that healing if I was hurt, emotionally or physically. They were there. And then I realized as I became older, and y'all know I'm transparent, so I'm not speaking about anybody else right now. I'm probably just speaking about myself. Good morning, Minister Devontae. Good morning. I might just be speaking about myself. But then as I got older, and because I was always considered really, really sweet, I was kind of fragile, I began looking for protection in significant others. I began looking for strength. I began looking for someone, and like I say, I might just be talking about me, but It came to me. He brought it to me. Good morning, Aunt Carrie. Good morning. But what I found out about even with that is that some of the same people that I was looking at as a protector or source of strength, someone that could be trusted, many times I found out that I actually needed protection from them. So that takes me back to who? Who can we really turn to for protection, for strength, for courage, for love? Who? So as I continue to go through this journey, the foundation was there. Brought up in the church, learned a great deal as a child, but it wasn't until I went through a variety of storms, and they weren't all external. Some of them were internal. My mind had begun to plague me, and I had begun to think that this was all that it was going to be. Good morning, Tommy. Good morning. And so I really had to go through various storms to really recognize where my help, where my strength, where my protection, where the love, where the validation, and where the acceptance truly comes from, who it comes from, which is Him. And so once I really got to the point that I was tired of the cycles, and I realized that He has given you everything that you need. You are a conqueror. You are strong. You can overcome and achieve anything through Him. So as a reminder, I always say as a reminder, because I know you all already know these things. I know you do. But see, sometimes life can get so challenging, and the enemy is very crafty, and the enemy studies us, and the enemy learns us. And so what happens is if we don't stay in that mindset, if we don't stay connected to Him, if we don't remember who our source is, then it's easy for the enemy to creep in. And like I say, the enemy can be internal, the enemy can be external. Y'all, I've been studying, and some things been working on me. So bear with me as He works with me. So I want for us to remember that no matter what it looks like, no matter what the enemy presents things as, we know that he can do all things but fail. We know that he knows our needs before we even go to him, with our needs. So who do we go to when we need to talk to somebody? Late at night, early in the morning. We know we can go to him. We know that we can go to him. He is our source. I'm trying to tell us something today. Don't let the enemy make you think that you can't overcome, that you can't change your circumstances through him. He brings us through. He brings us through. No matter what it may look like, he brings us through. And we recognize his divine power, his divine strength. And when we arm ourselves with the word, and we're walking with him, and we're allowing him to talk to us, and we're listening and we're being obedient. Whoo, don't you know the power that he gives to each and every one of us? The power that he gives to us to make changes, positive changes. within our lives. We don't have to listen to those thoughts anymore that's telling us what we can't do, because we know who can get us through, who can make sure that we are victorious, because he is the one. He is the one. So I wanted to remind us today, because I know that there are so many things that are going on around us. And like I said, it's not always external pressures. Sometimes it's internal pressures. But I want to remind us today who we can go to, who is already working things out for us, who allowed us another day. He brought us through Monday. He brought us through Tuesday. And see, sometimes when we get so used to going through things, we take things for granted. But that is truly a blessing to have come through Monday and Tuesday, and for him to wake us up this morning with sound minds, for him to wake us up this morning. And we know that we have another opportunity to draw closer to him, another opportunity to walk in the purpose that he has for us. And we talked about talents on yesterday. And we talked about really honing in and soul searching. And we get that from him. He provides us when we give him that time, when we give him that time to really speak to us. And when we listen and we're obedient, he is the one that makes all things possible, regardless of what it may look like. And I know that some of you know what I'm talking about, that sometimes things just seem so heavy, so overwhelming, and you're just wondering, will you ever make it through? And I'm letting you know that he will bring you through. He will bring you through whatever you're going through. Trust in him. Have faith in him. He will send people your way. You learn how to discern spirits. You learn how to recognize, is this something that God has for me? Or is this just a trap? Is this something to take my mind off of the focus? So stay connected with him. Stay connected with him. That is who we look to. So you all know how I love to do. I love to provide spiritual nourishment from what I like to call the book of life, but it is better known as the Holy Bible. So let's see what we have for today. Exodus 14:13-14. And Moses said to the people, do not be afraid. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will accomplish for you today. For the Egyptians whom you see today, you shall see again no more forever. The Lord will fight for you and shall hold your peace. Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Romans 8:37. Yet in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. Psalms 28:7-8. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusted in him, and I am helped. Therefore, my heart greatly rejoices, and with my song I will praise him. The Lord is their strength, and he is the saving refuge of his anointed. Good morning, Cuz Bettina. Good morning. So you guys, I done got heated. This morning. But you guys, as we recap on this Who Wednesday, what are we talking about? We are talking about who we can go to for help, who we can go to for anything. We are talking about the one that we can put our trust, faith, and hope in with assurance that he is going to bring us through whatever we face. And as I state many times, He places angels in our lives. He places angels in our lives that he has been speaking to. And when I tell you, when they come about, you know their spirit, and you know that God has led them in your direction. And so when these angels come into your life, these angels can be instrumental for growth. Because as we stated on yesterday, none of us knows everything. But through him, we continue to grow. We continue to live those abundant lives that he has in store for each and every one of us. So on this Who Wednesday, who are we going to look to for our source of strength, for our protection, for our way out, sometimes for our way through? We can look to him. We can look to him for all of our needs. Everything that we need, we know without a shadow of a doubt that he can and he will deliver. So I'm praying for everyone on this Who Wednesday. I'm praying for your strength, for your comfort, for deliverance, for healing, for restoration, because he can and he will do all of these things for us and so much more. And y'all already know I'm not coming with anything but positive vibes, love, joy, increasing faith, a sense of hope, a sense of hope. Who Wednesday, Who Wednesday, Who Wednesday?